Hello, and welcome to The Mind of a Therapist, a podcast where we interview psychotherapists and helping professionals what they are passionate about in order to provide you with messages of encouragement and hope. The Mind of a Therapist is sponsored by Psychological Counseling Services, PCS, Healing Hearts and Transforming Lives. Please look into our intensive program at pcsintensive.com. I am Dr. Marcus Earle, the Clinical Director of PCS. Each episode will be hosted by me or another PCS therapist. Please enjoy the following discussion. Hello, I'm Dr. Marcus Earle, your host today for Mind of a Therapist, and I am joined by Alethia. So how about if you introduce yourself to everybody?
Well, my name is Alethia Wood, and I am a licensed associate counselor and soon to be associate sex addiction therapist as well.
Yeah.
Here at PCS.
Very excited about that.
Yeah.
That's an accomplishment to go through that whole training process to become a certified sex addiction therapist. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very excited.
So what would you say drew you into this field?
Yeah. So I think I grew up in an environment where there was a lot of violence and chaos. And so there was this awareness that I walked around with of how much was going on inside of me. And also just this sense of, one, it's not supposed to be this way. And two, it can be better. And I just don't know how quite yet. And so it kind of put me in this place where I was in a hurry to grow up and figure that out. I also kind of had this wondering inside of, I wonder if I can figure this out, if that can somehow help me help others as they walk through their own healing process. And I didn't know what that was. I knew it meant helping people, but I didn't know what a counselor was or a therapist was at that time. But I did some volunteer work in Cambodia at a sex trafficking rescue house for a short period of time. And they actually had a counseling program there. So that's where I discovered the counseling field and was really drawn to it and knew, hey, that's what I want to do. And that's the type of work, really this work around trauma and healing. It really spoke to me. Had some words and language for it at that point. And life, went on to be life. And as I found myself ready to pursue my master's, I was a new single mom of 2 little boys. And so I just didn't have the support that I needed at that time to pursue a master's in counseling and the internship and all that, getting into this profession requires. And so I didn't at that time, which I really am glad I didn't. Instead, I got my master's in IO psychology and health psychology and began to teach at the college level, which I think has really enriched who I am today and gave me an opportunity to engage in being a college educator, which is really important to me. And then a couple years ago, it became time. And I just knew that it was the right time, that it was a way to kind of carve out time for myself. Here I am 5 kids later and perfect timing. What better time than when you are 5 kids in and life is busy, but it was a way to carve out time for myself, and which might be odd to some people, how's going to school time for yourself, but it's something that I'm the first woman in my family to be able to pursue their education and complete it. And so it is not work to me. It's exciting. It's life-giving. It fills my cup to be able to do it. So it's been a really exciting past couple of years to really step into this and to be where I am at in life, because I think I'm at a point in my life where I was ready to step in and take on the counselor role. So that's kind of my journey here.
Well, congratulations on being the first.
Yeah.
That's always something.
Yeah.
To be the first one in a family to blaze a new trail.
Yeah.
Really significant. About the Cambodia piece.
Yeah.
That's powerful. I mean, that just reflects your passion, which is present with you most of the time.
Yeah, it was a really, really formative point in my life, and I'm just really grateful that I had the opportunity to spend time with that organization and get to know the work more. And I hope I find my way back sometime.
I believe you will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me what you're enjoying most about the work at this point.
I think what I enjoy the most is being here at PCS and just kind of the uniqueness that is PCS, because we're not in a box. We're very much outside the box, and I enjoy being outside the box.
Yes, you do.
Very much. And so I think I fit in with that. And, I think What's different about us is that we really just step into the messiness with clients. We sit with them in it. We help them to learn to sit in it. We don't try to change things. We don't try to make it okay, especially the things that our clients are coming in with. They're not okay, and they're never going to be. And so we were really skilled at helping people to really sit with it. And just be with themselves and learn to accept and walk through whatever it is for that person. And we challenge clients too, and really push them to places that are uncomfortable, that are hard, but that are necessary for their healing. And I think that's why people are drawn to the PCS process, is because we are kind of this no-nonsense take.
Yes.
And that's really healing, especially when you've come from, in a lot of pain, a lot of trauma, a lot of hurt. We really need that compassion and that truth mixed together and kind of measured out together. Because a lot of times, there was this imbalance for people where they didn't get enough of either one of those. And when you don't have that balance, it can be difficult to process. But when you have the compassion that somebody's caring for you and somebody's going to hold you accountable, that's really meaningful.
Yeah, I love that. I was thinking, as you were saying right now, the no nonsense and the trauma, because trauma typically is something that's so disruptive, confusing. Things don't make sense. How could this be happening? And to have a situation or a place, and I think this is what a lot of therapists strive to do, to be straight with the person, to take all the chaos and reduce it down to something that, okay, I now understand it. So then I can work with it. Yeah, that's cool. I hadn't thought that through that much before. So how would you describe the work that you do?
The work that I do, it's in probably some similar terms to what I just described. I think that I really enjoy sitting across from all of my clients and listening to them, hearing their stories, helping them to get plugged in again. I think a lot of times we're coming in because we've disconnected in some way from our experience and what has happened to us. And so I find it really fulfilling to help them kind of plug that back in and get turned on again and begin to process and feel again. Feel what I've been suppressing or pushing to the side or just burying and shoving down, hoping it's never going to come up again. Just to give them the space to let it come up and to experience it and to know that they're in a safe and space to be able to do that. And to find hope and healing in the light that is there at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. Be another strength of yours, finding hope.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a very positive person.
Yeah.
Also have a real playful nature about you. So
Yes. I told a potential client the other day, I said, I think I'm a little funny. So if that works for you, I've got that going for me too.
That's awesome. So what are your goals for you professionally?
Yeah. Lots of them. They're big ones, and I think I enjoy setting big goals, and we'll just see what comes of them. But currently I'm working on my PhD in counselor education and supervision, and that's really exciting to step into. So lots of, hopefully, presentations in my future. I just finished writing the initial draft of a literature review on groups in substance abuse work. So we'll see what comes of that. But I'm looking forward to growing here at PCS and hopefully stepping more and more into this sex addiction space, the betrayal trauma space. I know we've talked about just a really strong desire to do some groups here in those groups as well. So I'm excited about that. And I think we've also got some other projects that I'll keep a secret for now that you know about. That are just coming down the pipe. So really excited for what's to come and all of the doors that are in the future with that.
That's great. Yeah, there's always something, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So you've talked about a little bit, but could you say more about your experience of working here, what that's like for you?
Mm-hmm. Really fun. I love everyone here.
That's great.
Yeah, it's such a fun and exciting group. I think every day that I come to work here at BCS, I'm just in awe of the people that I get to work with. Everyone here is just has so much expertise in the work that they do. Everyone here is incredibly just creative and knowledgeable, and just so much depth to them. And I think that is really unique and really special, because we're not just showing up to work just to work with our clients and then go home. We're living life and doing life together, and congruently sharing what's going on and processing what's coming up for us in these spaces together. And that makes for, I think, a really good therapy for our clients, and it helps us not get sucked in and get burnt out in this space, because it's a really, really encouraging crew, and there's lots of space for all of us here. And I think you do a lot to foster that here, and there's a lot of benefit, I think, to it. I think we're all walking in that because of how that's fostered by you and the other supervisors here. So
it is energizing.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is nice. It makes coming to work easier, and it makes the day while we're here, at least for me, a lot easier.
Yeah.
Because looking forward to you guys coming into my office, asking questions, or having some statement or comment or request, and then just talk about life too. It's a nice mix, really nice mix.
Really, really supportive, and I think that keeps us energized, and that helps our intensive process, because we need that energy week after week. And so as we do this together, it's just, we're all cheering for each other, and energy. There's just so much energy in this place. Yeah. So,
well, thank you. Thanks for sharing your energy with us. And,
thanks for having my energy. I appreciate it.
I get that. Okay, thanks, Alethia.
Thanks, Marcus.
Please press the subscribe button, as well as rating and providing a review of our podcast. This helps others to connect with what you have been hearing. If you have any questions, please contact us at themindofatherapist@gmail.com. These questions will be kept anonymous. I want to thank Eric Price for the wonderful music you hear in this podcast. Additionally, this podcast was created to provide accurate and authoritative information on the subject matter. Although we are interviewing licensed therapists, they are not your therapist. This podcast is not intended to serve as direct medical advice and should not be used as a substitute for direct professional help. It is given with the understanding that neither the host, publisher, guest, or PCS are rendering legal, medical, or clinical professional information. If you need a professional, we encourage you to find one. Visit Psychology Today to find a licensed clinician near you.